What's up, my people? We are live. That's right. I said it at 10:04, but it's all right. Now, let me just get right up into this. Let's get right up into this. Will Finn adopt Kelly if useless Liam dies on The Bold and the Beautiful? Because Finn today was making promises, talking about he promises to be Kelly's second dad. I'm like, Finn, sir, you need to grow some testicles before you could start talking about being somebody else's father. You are scared to stand up to your own damn wife. Okay, so who the hell are you to be promising to be some second dad to someone else's daughter when you need to go be a father to your own damn daughter, okay? But you're too much of a punk. How are you gonna get that useless Liam's daughter? You're gonna promise her you'll be her second dad because your bitch ass wife will tell you to, but yet you don't want to be there for your own demented daughter. What mess is that, Finn? You punk. Hi, Inel. Hi, Melanie. How are you tonight, sweetheart? Audra's true colors have been out already and just cares about more about money than her relationship with Nate. Hey, money makes the world go round and round. And hi, Rosemary Brown. How are you? Look. So therefore, I don't like Liam still, and I'm gonna still hold on to my same energy that he's a useless bum. But that was a rhetorical question. That was a trick question about Finn, cause Finn is a punk. Hi, wink, wink, wink. When talk about father daughter bond is unbreakable. Meanwhile, he isn't even talking to his own, only because his witch wife told him to. Like, please. He need to grow some testicles. I'm tired of Finn being such a. If anybody would have played a female character, it would have been Finn because he has no testosterone in his body. None. Jesus Christ. Us men, we are not claiming Finn no more. Bill don't need to hire Phyllis. Not ready. Hi, Grace. I'm doing good tonight. Good to see you on. Thank you. Why you hate Liam? Because he's a waste of space. Like, and I'm really hoping like Brad Bell. I'm not gonna lie though, because I actually did watch some of Bald and the Beautiful today. It just came across and said, "Yo, Gemini." Like it came across as kind of like depressing of an episode. Like I'm like I didn't feel no good messiness when watching this episode today. I just felt depressing, to be honest. I'm like, so I was because this comment was originally a Finn definitely gives bottom energy. Facts. He's the one moaning in that bedroom. Um, Hi, Wink Wink. How is your evening? Holden is going to get with Audra. But I still don't like Liam because he's a waffler. He's self-righteous. He's a hypocrite. He's an ingrate. He's sanctimonious. And most importantly, he's just useless. I don't like useless people like Liam Spencer. That's the most useless person. And he uses both of his daughters as pawns to hold on to Hope and Steffi. Okay? Because just a little while ago, he was telling Hope that nonsense. Do we really go through all of this just to not end up together? Hi, Black Pink Me. How are you? He got a waffle motor mobile. Mm-hmm. Like he used that Beth tragedy from years ago to try to get Hope back from Carter not that long ago. And Hope is a trash box as she talk about, oh yeah, her life has been through whatever since she divorced Liam. I'm like, you know what, Hope? Ugh, she takes no accountability for nothing. Ugh. And then Deacon is really making me mad. Like I want to really give Deacon a violent end on the ball and the beautiful because he is making me mad. He talk about, oh yeah, he believes that Liam has grown up to be the man that Hope wants him to be. First of all, that's the freaking problem to begin with. Hope don't need a man that she wants him to be. Hope don't need a man at all, actually, to tell you the truth. Hope don't need a man or a woman. What she need is a makeover. He even needs to tell Ted the truth. That's what Hope needs. That's number one. Number two, deep. I guess she forgot the last time she slept with Liam. She was daydreaming about writing Thomas. Exactly. But now all of a sudden, oh, it's Liam this, Liam that, Liam is whatever. Like, now, you are the reason you and Liam are not together. You were cheating on Liam with Thomas while you were still married. Not only did you kiss him, you were sleeping with Thomas while you were still married to Liam, and then you tried to get back with Liam while hiding that you were sleeping with Thomas. So Hope, you have no credibility with me. And you did all that knowing that Thomas is responsible for what happened to my girlfriend. I'm a barber. Would still be alive if it wasn't for Thomas. I know some people are like, why won't you let that go? Because Emma Barber was too pretty for me to let it go. Well, she was a six. But still, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter that she was only a six. She was magnificent, a beautiful young lady that should have been allowed to live. Like you let Eric Forrester live to be 1 billion years old. And what has he contributed in the last 10 years? Outside of that failed attempt of erectile dysfunction. And then he was cured by Donna and her little honey bear. Hi, LaShawn. LaShawn said Gabby was trying to make JJ jealous. That's why she bid $15,000 on Alex at the hospital fundraiser. You saw Emma on one damn episode. Let it go. Gemini, I can't. And it was a really great episode. I'm glad we agreed on that strong six. If Emma mind her business, she would still be alive. No, if Thomas wasn't a whole psychopath, she would still be alive. Thomas gets to live his life raising a little Chucky Jr. and while Emma's in the ground. It's not right for me. Why should Thomas be happy when I'm forever unhappy because of what he did to my girl? She could have brought so much joy to this show. Devon is a hypocrite. I can't stand him. I don't like him either. Because Daniel got no work in him. Sure don't. So Phil, let's get over it. We're not about to no, Billy, it's not Billy's job to take care of Daniel. Not Chucky. True Gemini, she's roadkill. You got Ava. So what? What about Ava? She wasn't even on today's episode. I don't want to talk about her. She's a dingbat from yesterday. Okay, so when Ava Jerome, when you come back, I didn't get the job yet, but I'm applying for more jobs. So something got to give. Something's got to give. But at least I'm still breathing. I'm still happy. And that is all that matters right now. I still have a roof over my head. And I still am breathing. My intuition is crystal clear that was right about Susan Banks was her premonition of who shot EJ, and she saw Gabby, but Alice Hazley as Rachel Black debuts Thursday, April 24th. Do you think Victor can pimp people out? He need to go to jail. How was Lulu Spencer able to buy a house for her and her daughter Charlotte? I know. I thought that same thing on General Hospital. How could he? How is she out here affording houses? What money did Luke leave her some money or something? I'm just saying, girl, you don't even got a job, but here you out here buying houses and crap. Shit. I had a full-time job and I still can't afford a house of my own. But yet this trick, like, what type of white privileged General Hospital BS is they on? They could have at least explained it to us or how she was able to afford the house. Was it through Luke and heritage? Like, what is she doing up in here? Did Tracy buy the house for her? Lulu has inheritage. Well, I'm gonna need them to tell me. They could explain that at the very least. Oh no, you ain't starting this old shit again. My time didn't do anything. He is innocent of all charges, lies, Ridge and thing, tamper with crap. So therefore, Ridge made a deal. You forget Luke was a criminal. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I think it's time to just admit the truth. Danny Ramalotti is a bum. He doesn't want a job. Can't keep a job. That's why Heather divorced him, turning down a job in this economy. Police. Exactly. Or look at hardworking men like myself that worked my ass off where I was at for over 5 years. And even I wasn't able to get another job that quickly. I'm still searching. I've been out of work since January 7th. Oh, water. Dewan says no. I hate Finn. I hate Finn too. Because he has no balls. Actually, no, I don't hate Finn. I hate his wife. And I definitely hate Hope. That's for damn sure. I hate Hope with a purple passion. A purple passion. I hate Hope Logan. And I hate Phyllis Summers. Those are some evil women that I just named. And Brooke Logan. Hate them with a purple passion. And I don't like Katie either. But I don't hate Donna. I just don't like her. Donna Logan. I don't trust Gabby going on a date with Alex because she's a gold digger. So Stephanie better watch out. And she's only doing that to make JJ jealous. Exactly. Like JJ, you got a lot of work cut out for you dealing with Gabby. The recast of Kristen and Brady's daughter, Rachel Black, will be on tomorrow. Finn belongs with. Stop with those lies. Steffi likes to control men. She sure do. I hate Kat. Me too. She's rude. She's rude and disrespectful. And then I'm very glad that the queen. But speaking of that, and on Beyond the Gates, the only thing that was worth listening to, at least the first half of it, was outside of Doug and Vanessa getting their freak on. Danny Dupree turned down Chelsea. Because absolutely, Danny Dupree's about to do her own thing. That your mother is in high demand, sweetheart. High demand. So therefore, you missed out, Bo. Danny Dupree would have brought that purse line to the next thing. So you and Kat could take our little tacky purses and go on somewhere because Danny Dupree is not about to be begging for you no more, Bo. No more. So you can be hurt, disappointed all you want. You lost the prize. I wish I would get the chance to work with the fabulous Danny Dupree. Are you kidding me? Do you know how much work I would get done with my books if Danny Dupree was willing to promote me? The sky's the limit. Nate lost his career and now is on his second career. Daniel is a Nepo baby who's falling to take advantage of his privilege, whose parents are begging them to take high-rank executive jobs. Exactly. Daniel is a failure. So, but however, I do believe that he can Daniel does have some use though. Because I want to be I want to give some positive things. I feel that Daniel and Tessa have some chemistry. And I feel that my girl Tessa deserves some grace after she has been through so much in her life. She's been through a lot. She's still with Mariah, who's injuring her back every single night. And I don't think it's right. I want a high paid job. Me too. But Daniel and Phyllis out here expecting Billy to make that his problem. Like, no, Daniel, he's allowed to grieve. He could grieve his own way, but you don't get to sit over here and play with Billy's time or Billy's money. Like, no, not on Billy's dime. Like, he did not hire you on to be some babysitter. So if Phyllis can't accept that, she needs to just keep on stepping. Um, 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. 1 second. All right, I am back. Now, yeah, what was he saying? Yeah, I believe that Daniel deserves better than Tessa. I mean, no, Tessa deserves better than Mariah, okay? My girl Tessa's just been through enough, and enough just has to be enough at some point. Enough has got to be enough. What if Sharon hired Daniel at that company, Kristen? He won't want that position. So therefore, if he don't want the position, then he don't get to have that position. He don't get to do that. Daniel just needs to figure out his crap. I don't know what type of life insurance policy that Heather had, but if that's what's carrying him over for now, then so be it. But he has his little company, and I mean, it's not working. So Daniel, you're gonna need to step up. That boy is more concerned about his gumball machine tattoos than paying his rent. Exactly. Like, where is that little demon? Like, he ain't even thinking about his little demon Lucy. What about that little demon? She needs a strong parent right now, but he's incapable of doing that. He's incapable of being a strong parent for Lucy. And that girl, so therefore, Daisy, wherever you're at, you and all your crazy, you need to come back and get your little demon daughter together, as Daniel is incapable of raising that girl on his own merit right now. So that is what I stand for. But the Bold and the Beautiful, I just need them. I need more from them. Okay, I need a lot more from the Bold and the Beautiful. I need y'all supposed to be. Yeah, I need to stop focusing on so many old people. When you got a good looking younger cast, you got Luna, Electra, and Will. They should be what the storylines are built around. Yes, let Luna meet her crazy cousin Lucy. That would be a good storyline. Um, but yes, like that's what y'all got to do. Y'all got to start putting some bold and Bold and the Beautiful. Seeing Taylor, Ridge, Brooke, and whatever that's not working for me. And then you have a storyline with solid potential with Liam, but we know we're not going to get no payoff. We all know Liam is not dying right now. So at the very least, y'all have time to do a twist to be like, if Liam is faking this to get back with Steffi, and if you go through with making Liam a villain right now, that might be a good twist. You let Liam trick Steffi into believing he's dying to try to steal her from Finn on his way out. Maybe that would be something different. But you gotta not be afraid to think outside of the box. Because ever since it came back from the pandemic, y'all have never really readjusted your storylines to be good. And it's really hard to watch The Bald and the Beautiful on a day-to-day basis. Like I haven't watched The Bald and the Beautiful all week long. I watched it today and just reviewing that, all jokes put aside, like it just felt depressing to watch. Like I should be feeling different emotions when watching The Bold and the Beautiful, but it's just the same. And then that garbage was renewed for 3 more years. Are you kidding me? What dick is Brad Bell sucking? I'm just saying. Seriously. How the hell did that get 3 more years? Like, I want better for you. Like when Stephanie Forrester was around, that like when I watch old clips of The Bold and the Beautiful and I see Stephanie Forrester in action during her prime of the show, it just it was like a whole different energy with that. And you are still capable of doing that. It's just you gotta step it up. Like let Heather Tom write more episodes then. That's all I'm saying. Because the episode that Heather Tom wrote, she did her thing. So Heather Tom, you get my permission to be the top writer on there. I want you to write every single episode the way Heather Tom wrote that one episode. She wrote it and directed it. We need more of her. I never knew how much you hated Lynn. Well, you should know now. Melanie says I got good news that Peter Raquel as Bo Brady and Kristen Alfonso as Hope Brady are returning to Salem in May, and institution crystal clear on them Kyriakis drama. Ooh, nice. I like Liam. But that's one thing with Days of Our Lives. Like, I wasn't really watching, I haven't been watching that show as long, but I'm pretty sure that Victor Kyriakis really would have wanted Philip to have something in that company. I get that they had to do that rewrite as Victor died, and maybe Philip wasn't available at that time. So that's why they were in the middle of a storyline, I think. But it's crazy. My intuition is clear that Bill is going to pay off a lot of people to help find a treatment, and Finn and Bridget are looking for one as well. Yes, we need more episodes like the one Heather Tom wrote. So Heather Tom, the Katie Logan character is not really needed that much. So I'm gonna need you to do more writing for the show because you definitely know how to write an episode. Like the one where Hope raised her hand to Brooke. That's the type of bold and the beautiful that we could review on a day-to-day basis. That's the bold and the beautiful that we could stream about. Y'all have a very talented cast. You need to utilize the talent better. Be bold. Be initiative. But Brooke just goes right back to begging for Ridge. Like Ridge is crusty and musty on a good day. Who do you hate more, Liam Spencer or Peter August? Peter August. But and then who do I hate more, Liam Spencer or Poppy Nazawa? Poppy Nazawa. Cause that woman, ugh, we need to get rid of her character. Okay, that's next on my to do list. Poppy has to go. Like all of us fans, I can speak for most of us. There's no Poppy fans in here. Okay, so Poppy Nazawa, you got to go. You pill popping drug addict. We don't want you or your nasty drug filled mints anymore. Do you hear me, Poppy? You are not welcomed on the Bald and the Beautiful any longer. So, I stand on that business. Liam and Steffi back together. It's not happening. Okay, if Steffi can't make it work with that ballless husband of hers, then she ain't getting no um other man, even if it is Liam. Lord. Yeah, no, she don't get to be with Liam. She don't get to do that. Emily O'Brien is turning as Gwen on July 7th. Really? All right. 1 second. I promise this is last time. I just got to step away. There's something over there in that corner that I just got to fix. It keeps falling down over there. Um, we are back, aren't we, Tanya? How's my sweet Tanya tonight? You're so pretty. But yeah, it's good to know that Gwen is back. It's good to know. Because I'll take Gwen every single day over Wig Risa. What man are you hiding in the corner? Not a man in the corner. Look, I am celibate, but yeah. I'm dead. That's all I got to say about that. LaShawn says hi to Tanya. How's the kittens? They're doing fine. doing just fine this evening. Victor's too smart and slick for Arsenal because he's being a coward out, but he will show the reveal of himself soon. Hmm. Who do you think it is? Is it Kane? I hope it's not Tucker because we don't need Tucker back. We don't need Tucker. Tucker ain't got nothing that we want. So we don't need him. He is not a good character. Eric will always be Team Brooke. It's sickening. Like, seriously, he's obsessed with that girl. I'm like, damn. Drinking your protein shake to get ready. Yeah, muscle milk. I'm dead. Well, how do you know I'm not the next one that wants to spend 5 hours at the gym, okay? I forgot to ask that yesterday. Kate is General Hospital. I know. But he could still be Gemini protein shake. I'm dead. It's muscle milk. That's what it is. It's chocolate muscle milk. That's what that actually is. But it has 32 grams of protein and 16 vitamins and minerals. And it tastes pretty good. On General, but there could be a recast of him on the Young and the Restless. He's getting powered up for later. I'm dead. I'm dead right now. Not powered up for later. Look, I am. Look at the evil smile. I'm not evil, okay? I am just regular vindictive. I'm not evil. Don't forget the vitamin D. Oh, yeah, there's vitamin D in here. There's about 35% of vitamin D in there. So, ow. I am something else tonight. I have been so distracted, but let me get back to the soap operas. General Hospital. I see. Like, it's funny how they kind of are following my suggestion, as I figured they should do that eventually. That there was an escort that would be on General Hospital. I was like, it makes sense because I just said I walk 6 laps and 1,000 crunches 2 times a day, so it's every day. I know that's right, sweetheart. I believe I know for a fact Melanie really do that too. I feel it in my purple heart, and she's dead serious too. Shit, I'm going back to the gym. Charles Measures was in that corner. I wish. Shit. If Charles Measures was in that corner, I would not be live tonight. I'll just be honest. I'm dead. Shit. If Charles Measures was in that corner, I wouldn't be walking for about a whole week, let alone being live. I'm messy. But yeah, they did. They hired an escort for Boyle, which figures because there's no way he could pull a woman like that on any day, shape, or circumstances. So I'm glad they didn't have a long conversation because there ain't no way you could chem test a guy like Boyle. I mean, like, first of all, his name is Boyle, so therefore it's like, what's the point of even faking the funk? You know damn well that she's an escort. he probably put like his whole week's salary on her too. So yeah, but that woman could get it from me. That escort was looking good though. I'm just saying she can get it. She was cute, but I'm hoping that Nina and Portia take Drew down because Drew needs to go down. Now, I get part of where Albert's rant was. I said it directly to him today. Was I was listening to his review, and he made solid points though. Because even like forget just the soap opera in general, just online, got to be a bunch of. There's always a bunch of negative BS on there. Just negative, negative, negative. They can never find the positive in anything. A whole lot of people. It's like they don't want to get online and talk about the good things. They always got to go and bitch and moan. Like for example, even put outside the soap operas, like with wrestling, like everybody just always had a whole bunch of negative comments, no matter how good the matches were or how whatever. It's just overall negative on social media. So he has a point about that. However, I believe that his rant was also based off his love for Drew. So that kind of shut down some of the credibility when he's talking about, oh yeah, because what the writers are doing intentionally for a character like Drew, because Drew. I'm like, but Drew is like whether because there was a time where other situations where he said, yeah, maybe if that's a rewrite or if that's whatever, but that's what the situation is now. So I'm just saying. So I'm going to use Albert's old logic that he's implied when he's could be partial with other characters when he said, well, we get that as much as whatever this and that doesn't work, but that's what the story is now. So the story is now is that's how that is. Can we real though? Some of y'all creators start the negative talk and go on these rants to create a negative space. I mean, I can see your point, but I'm just saying in general, you're right. But I was pertaining to the Drew situation. In particular, Drew is written to be an asshole. So that's my stance on that. And it's like someone's gotta bring Drew down to the things. But I'm like in general, if we have to find there's usually a balance somewhere in between. Because yes, I do like to go on my rants. That is my hosting styles. I do like to do that from time to time. Cause but I do that in a way to get true. Case in point, Sam's dying. You're damn right. I did that. Like you see, that is true. That is the truth. I'm gonna own my shit now. Now, because let's just be real. I'm the type of creator I can own my shit right now. I damn sure did do that Sam video on purpose because I wanted to get back at Sam anyways because I really was mad the way Sam used to treat Julian. So I sat there and I prayed for years that something would happen to Sam in turn, and that what I either wanted was for Scout to grow up to hate her, or for her to end up the one 6 feet under. So Sam got her karma, and I stood on business. So then a whole bunch of Kelly Monaco fans that don't even watch the show on a day-to-day basis, or even if they did, they just wanted to be bandwagons when they know Sam wasn't relevant. So I own my shit. I own it. I damn sure. I not only made that video that Kelly Monaco fans need to chill the F out, I also intentionally put that, yep, Sam is dead and more happy times on General Hospital. I own my shit. I own it. But yeah, but like I said, but my specific style though is usually at times I'm known for my I put aspects of my personality which shines through. Because I know a lot of people don't agree with me with certain topics, but I when I feel passionate about something, I do like to put it in a way where I'm still am listening to people, but it actually fuels me when y'all don't agree on a certain topic. That's what makes it more funny in the entertainment. That's my style of entertainment. Whether that works for whoever, that's cool. But I do it in a way where I'm not where sometimes where most of the time it is my serious opinion, but I put it in an over the top way for comedic effects. And it works. I agree on that Drew point. He's written to not be likable, so of course there's negative discharge. He's a villain. But with Sam's death, many creators did videos and went into Twitter spaces and ranted. We all contribute to negative and positive talks and have biases. So Albert's point was null and void because he's biased with Drew. Exactly, and I said that to him outright. I did, with the Drew thing, because Drew is written to be an asshole though. So the situation is what the situation is because Drew is written to be an asshole. Which, because to me, Drew doesn't get to me the way he gets to certain other people. Like he has elements that's there, but with Drew, I'm not as invested. Like Christina, she gets under all my skin. She gets under my skin with a passion. You hate Sam because of Julian, and who is Julian related to? See, here you go. See, here we go right here. Gemini tries to think that just because I love Ava, that everything in my world revolves around Ava. I used to wonder if it went the other way and Sam became a Jerome and went into mob life with Ava and her dad, Jason versus Sam on opposite sides. Ooh. Now you see, if the writers would have consulted Wink Wink on that one, that would have been good. But see, Sam didn't have that in her. She was too self-righteous, even though she watched a whole baby get kidnapped and did nothing about it. And she hired a gunman to terrorize Elizabeth and her kids. And she was a grifter. He hates Christina because of who? Ava. Yeah, but that's a part of it. Okay, that's the majority of it. Because I don't like the lying. Okay? She had to say that Ava pushed her. That's what drives me nuts. See, like a lot of times when people call out Ava for crap, I'm cool with it. But when they be over exaggerating her crimes, that's when I feel the need to defend Ava extra harder. Not just because I love Ava, but because they either blow her crimes out of proportion or they try to put everything on her, even when it's not all on her. Like people love to say, Ava killed Morgan. No, she did not. Did she get the ball rolling? Yeah. Did she contribute? Yes. But did she actually kill him? No. Olivia Jerome did. Now she assaulted Morgan. She switched his medication out. So what she did was deplorable. And she should be held accountable for that portion. But people love to just put all their focus on Ava and act like what Olivia Jerome didn't actually kill me the wall in defending Ava on that front. Because she did not kill Morgan. She did not. Ava lies all the damn time. Well, she didn't lie this time. She didn't push Christina. Low key, Alexis and Christina have committed more crimes than I don't know about more crimes, but yet they've committed a lot. Not only is Allison Hazley as Rachel Black comes tomorrow, but Marissa Reyes as Ariana Horton comes in May and sees Trouble in Salem. Ava's crimes are not blown. She killed Switch Morgan's medication, blackmailing Alexis. Okay, yeah, she switched Morgan's medication. That's what she did, but she did not kill Morgan. See, there's a difference in your sentence right there. She killed Connie. Yes, she did. So that she should be getting all the smoke for. When people used to come at Ava for killing Connie, I never defend Ava for that one. But she did. She switched her medication. And she's blackmailing Alexis. Now, I side with her on that last one. Because I would have blackmailed Alexis too. But yes, but in general, I just feel that there could be a mixture of more positivity or find the positive in certain situations. But people, it's like a fetish for them to focus fully on the negative. And it's sad. Now I do own my contributions to that part of the negativity because you damn right I did do that Sam video to troll the Kelly Monaco stands. I did do that because that's my style of content. I do like to lean into that, and I don't apologize for that because that's what I'm passionate about doing. I do it well, and I'm proud of what I do. But also, it's like keep in mind soap operas. I do that for fun. Now, when I start to do my books, y'all gonna notice major changes to this channel because I'm really passionate about making these books work and creating so many stories for the LGBT community, for underdeserved community. I have a unique mindset. I really want to put that passion into my writing, and I want to create a platform for my books that could reach a wider audience worldwide where anybody could come in and just feel that I have so many ideas for between my Squarespace and website, and I envision creating a team together, and I just have so many ideas that I will actually see it through. How is the second book coming along? It's coming along well, actually, because the second book is much easier than the first one because the first one is like so many different twists and turns that came in my head with that. But the second one, I had the idea from the beginning and it's still consistent from the beginning, middle, and end from my original idea. Christina lied on Ethan and said that he was the one who beat her. Exactly. Just got home. That's why I just came on. Hi, Jacqueline. Welcome. Melanie, why are tomorrow excited? Mm-hmm. But yes. I'm just saying. But my thing is Lulu buying that house is like, But I do see Tracy's logic though. Like people could say, okay, Sonny's the lesser of two evils. All right, maybe so, but that don't mean what Sonny does is okay. So I see the positive in what Tracy Quartermain said. She's like, sometimes you just gotta roll with the dices then. Because if we're not gonna tolerate that other criminal, we don't want to, then we shouldn't have to tolerate Sonny's BS either. That's not okay. Like Sonny's been on his reign of terror for the last 30 plus years. Eric Marzov as Brady Black has some clues about Allison Hazley as Rachel Black in this storyline. Thanks. You good night. It's awesome to see you, Jacqueline. It is indeed. That is indeed. Hi, Tanya. Who's a pretty cat, pretty kitten. Tanya. Oh. But yeah, I stand on that. But that's what, like I said, writing those books is what I want to do for a living. You're right about Sonny, but he doesn't bother anyone. Yes, he does. He's a huge bully. Sonny Corinthos is a humongous bully. Okay? He lets his daughter get away with everything. I agree with Tracy for Sonny. Sit in the corner and let a new villain take over. Where's my Bill? He's in the corner. I mean, he's in the carrier with his sister. They're taking a little nap. Diane sets the stage. Victor keeps secrets from Nikki. Claire opens up to Victoria and Cole. Diane sets the stage for a big reveal on Thursday, April 24th. Yeah, let's get this new design over with. I'm hoping that the Jabot cabinet is good. But for Beyond the Gates, I'm pushing for this storyline very hard. I want Haley to be revealed as an undercover agent. I think that would change the game. I really do. Because not only do I see Haley as an undercover agent causing so much drama for Bill and thing, I think that could be a game changer. Imagine if Danny and Bill murder Haley, or at least think they did, and they're covering that up. This the endless possibilities, and then the wrath of Doug being revealed as Haley's father. Just and maybe Joey Armstrong versus the Duprees if Doug fully goes on the dark side. Let them deal with Sidwell and see what they get. Sidwell has a long reach. Exactly. Just like Sonny had a long reach, Sidwell has a long reach. So Sonny had 30 years of his reign of terror. Enough had to be enough at some point. And he's a bully. More importantly, that is what Sonny is. He's a damn bully. And bullies are bullies. They need to be stopped. But I'm happy. But one thing that I will say on a positive side on General Hospital, I thought that it was really good that Willow finally developed a backbone and said, no, I need to go see my husband myself. And I loved how she kept telling Drew, like the more she kept saying it, the more uncomfortable Drew saw. Did y'all notice that? Anybody else pick up on that? Drew seemed uncomfortable when Willow kept saying, my husband, my husband, my husband, because that's right. She is still married to Michael, despite Drew's. Harry Clark, the one and F and only. Albert Bostag, we were just talking about you. We were just talking about you. Hey, everybody. Sorry I am late. I can't believe Drew was upset. He sure was. He definitely didn't want Thing to go to Thing. Willow to go see Michael, but it's too late. Jason and Brick act like Sonny's a victim. Facts. He's a bully. Willow's about to meet the real Drew. Facts. And it couldn't come soon enough. What'd you say about me before? You called me out on some nonsense? LOL, sure. We sure did. Because what I said was, like I said it directly to you, your part about your GH review, I agreed with some of the parts about the overall online negativity. However, your opinion, like the passionate response, just didn't come across as genuine because it was just basically you're too biased with your love for Drew. That's like when I go on rants about Ava. Think about it. Whether I'm valid or not, everybody's gonna see my love for Ava. So therefore, even if I'm trying to be genuine or whatever, like to prove my point, I had to say, well, if Natalia was in Ava's position, I'd be saying the same thing. Or Nikki Newman. Now we all know I hate those women with a passion. So I said that. But with Drew, you're like, oh yeah, because there's the toxic with Drew, they just write Drew this way and blah, 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 blah. And people just like a love to hate character. But my thing is, because I recall your words when you said, like, Because remember when Cat Lady was upset about the rewrite of Sonny and Karen when if Karen was 17 years old, you said, well, as much as whatever, even if that is a rewrite, that's what the story is now. Those were your words. So therefore, I'm going to apply your original logic onto the Drew situation. Like, yes, the writers are intentionally creating a character that we're all meant to hate, but that's just the way that it is right now. Drew is written to be an asshole. So, yes, he's invoking strong reactions out of the fans. But I don't believe that. So your response about, oh yeah, the overwhelming whatever for Drew, I believe that's more about your love for Drew than it was about that issue. Because when Nina was doing the same things, yes, you took a stance to be like, okay, people are just don't they don't like Nina. You would always say, well, as much as I don't like Nina, but when she made a point about this, when she made a point about that. Now you spoke out strongly when they would attack Michelle Stafford. I mean, not no Cynthia Watros, my bad. But you didn't have that same conviction when they were writing Nina, pretty much the same way. Because that's how I see Drew right now, though. He's basically the 2025's version of Nina. Because everybody was all on Nina's neck up to that SEC secret and beyond. Before that, Nixon falls to SEC. Nina was public enemy number one. The whole town treated her like scum. So it's pretty much the same thing with Drew. And then next year will probably be Sidwell. That's just the way that is. But like I said, I still stick up for some of your stance, but a lot of it, but the message just kind of didn't come across as a genuine stance on that. It more came across as your love for Drew. That's how it came across. So that's my piece on that. I'm looking forward to it, Mel. You're awesome. Appreciate you. Oh yeah, Queen. She's talking about her scary movies, I think. But I can't wait until this Abbott Mansion. I wanna see that tomorrow or Friday, whenever they show it. I hope it's nice and fabulous like Tracy Abbott. I hope it's nice and spacious in there because the Abbott Mansion definitely needed some remodeling. That was the same set from the 70s. Thank you for thinking about me. That me being awesome is what Melanie said. Lord. But also what you missed earlier is I got called out on this earlier, which I take 100% ownership that some like I'm glad that she shared this with me because it's true. Though I take ownership for this part. This is where also you missed earlier, Albert. Can we be real? Some of y'all creators start the negative talk, then go on rants to create a negative space. Now let's just be real. There is sometimes when I myself intentionally create a title to piss off certain super stands. I do that. Okay. Like for example, with when Sam died. Okay, I made that title. Sam was finally dead, and more happy times on General Hospital. Now I did do that to piss off the Kelly Monaco stands, and then when I put that Kelly Monaco video to begin with, along with that other one, that is true. I did do that to clap back at some of the ridiculous Kelly Monaco fans because I still stand by what I said in that original video. A lot of those Kelly Monaco fans were some fake bandwagon bitches. Because even right now, do you hear them complaining about Sam, or even do you even hear them do that? Now I took responsibility for that because I own my shit. I do that. I do, and I own it. All right, that's one thing. You and Curtis are always going to be ride or die from it. Exactly. And we're not afraid to tell each other how it is. That's one. That's why it's a real friendship. Like if I say something, one of my many things, because not not if I say something, when I say something over the top or out of pocket, he will tell he will tell me. He'll be like, yeah, Kyrese, yeah, your point about that one, that was like, wow. But he's like, but hey, it's your stream. Do what you got to do. But yeah, but that's what a real friendship is. Because I don't fake the funk when it comes to that, especially when it comes to these soap operas and crap like this. I don't. I'm just what y'all see is what y'all get. And like I said, I'm proud of of the community and the space that I created on here. I'm proud of it. Now, sometimes do I go a little extra? By a little extra, a lot extra? Yes, I do. Like case in point, when I pulled up my own clip from yesterday when I was doing all that swearing and carry on, I was like, damn, I really did say all that when I was really writing hard for Christina. But that is what that is. I love that you don't sugarcoat anything on your mind. Thank you, Melanie. And I love that you're here too. I really do. I really do love. I love Melanie and her purple hearts. She's just to keep it real. She didn't miss a beat with Sam's stuff. Her family was sad, but didn't really take away from the show or any story. It didn't, because Sam turned into a useless character. Now think about it. If they was to kill Carly, that would affect a whole lot of people's storylines because Carly is a very central character. Now that I would understand the outrage if they killed Carly and Laura Wright did not want to leave the show. That would create that would be more like, what the hell are y'all doing? You made Carly this big central character, and now all of a sudden you're gonna kill her off with no backup. That wouldn't make much sense because that would affect literally everybody's storyline. Not to say that Carly is not replaceable in time, but it would take some serious effort. It's funny how you and Albert go back and forth and True Colors come out and not shy to show it on the soaps. Facts. And Tommy Smith, if you start a YouTube channel, I will support you from day one. I'm telling you that right now. I will support you from day one. If you ever want to come, if you ever want to come on live, you are welcome to email me. I will gladly give you your shot, your flowers. I'm just saying, you wanting to start a YouTube channel would be awesome. So you definitely have my blessing to let me know if you want to come on the channel. I would love to hear what you had to say. I saw the Abbott House. I watched Thursday's episode already, Kyrese. Nice, Rosemary Brown. I hope the set is beautiful and spacious like Tracy Abbott. Do you think Joey will fall in love with Vanessa? No. Men like Joey don't know how to love. They know how to something else, but they don't know how to love. So Carly is a legacy character. Yes, she's a legacy character, but she's also a central character. Because you can't say that Carly is not important to the show. That would be a huge lie. Like I could say every day that Sam is not important to the show because it's true. Because even look at her right now, she's gone. Who does that affect? No one. I'm just saying, life went on. Like yeah, like Wink Wink said, yeah. Alexis is still boo-hooing about it. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. But please. It's the same old mess. She's out here covering Christina's crap. She would have done that if Sam was alive. Spacious like Tracy Abbott. Finally, the. I didn't mean it like that. I'm thinking about doing a soap character, so a deeper dive on them. And I believe that you would thrive on that because you are good with that. So, like I said, you have my blessing. And not that you needed, I mean, no, when I say you have my blessing, you are stuck with me as my boy for life, whether you want to or not. Oh, trust me. I got you. We are good friends because you don't use your audience like pay pigs, nor do you beg for someone to buy you a coffee every damn day. Okay? You don't go on for 2 hours talk about, oh, I gotta pay for a family member surgery. I gotta blah 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 blah. You ain't doing all that for over 2 damn hours. Cause don't make me be petty and pull out the AI report. I will pull out that damn AI report and tell you exactly. Matter of fact, you see, this contributes to my pettiness. The shade is real. I love it. Oh, watch. I'm gonna give. You don't go on your stream talk about you need a new phone due to taxes, and you didn't allude to any other expenses that you're trying to manage. Okay. I'm done. Look, you ain't going on your channel talk about house repairs, talk about storage costs. You ain't talking about how you need help paying for ink for a printer, how um you need donations for medical expenses. Like we ain't doing that on that's not what me nor Albert's channel is about. So if y'all want to sit there and listen to someone on Zoom beg and beg and beg for money, that y'all wouldn't get that on Kyrie's Clark or Albert Bostic's channel. That's for sure. I'm messy as hell, but it's true. It's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Because it is what that is. I put my energy into making stuff happen for me. Like I'm passionate about these. Damn, that girl is hot. Wow, she looked good here. I mean, I know she keeps sliding in my DMs, but she can get it. Make sure you do that super chick epic. LOL. What would you do for a Klondike bar and a cup of coffee? I'm dead. You're right. Saying MC when Brooke finds out just Liam's condition, Hope never told she will rant. Do you think Liam is going to die? No, he's not going to die. But yeah, and back to my earlier point, I feel that useless Liam is not going to actually die. But if she did, Finn would have no business adopting Kelly. I don't like him saying that he will be a second dad. You have to see it for yourself, Covers. I did not like the remodeling of the house inside. Mm-mm. Diane might get cursed out. I needed to be beautiful and spacious like Tracy. So therefore, because Tracy, she definitely brings it. Right. The house should resemble how she looks. So, it should be flawless, warm, welcoming. It better not look like how that other crap looks. And this girl is hot. I am not gonna lie. Um, but yeah, I will see for myself. I will indeed see for myself. For the Abbott household. Could make Liam and Sonny get killed off just like how he let Kyrie's could make he let TJ got off contract. I'm dead. Look. Yeah. Now I'm not gonna lie, that's the one thing I was like, wow. Have a good night, everyone. Keep up your amazing streams. You've been killing the game. Thank you, Albert. You too. Have a great night. But look, I'm not gonna lie. When I was replaying that crap, I was like, I can't believe I did all that for Christina out of all people. I'm like, wow, that is something else. Me going on that rant. Oh yeah, and I hope that Amy's little surgery goes very well. Her treatment program. I hope so. I don't know why she was talking about. I really hope they'd find body in the. I was really hoping they would find a body in the Abbott mansion during the remodel. Ooh, that'd be good. You and Albert. Rosemary says you and Albert have a good chat channel, Kyrus. Thank you, Rosemary. Thank you so much. It's because of amazing people like yourself, Wink Wink, Tommy Smith, Gemini, and many, and Melanie Corley. Definitely my sweetheart Melanie, and many others that bring such joy and balance to these streams. And of course, God's gift to men, Queen Jessica Love. She is all that, and then some more. She is. Like I just went on Albert Stream tonight mainly to tell Jessica how beautiful she is. Because it's true. She's got it going on. I'm just saying. Jessica Love, that woman, she could do whatever she wants. It's not Kyrie's. Yeah, it is. It's amazing people like yourselves. I'm just saying. I'm going to give y'all, all of you. We really do. You bring us joy. Thank you. That's what I thrive to do. Put smile on, but you will see it for yourself. Oh. You're talking about the Abbott Mansion. Oh yeah. Well, Finn is a better father to Hayes than Liam is with Kelly and Beth. At least it's not a competition with Hayes because he needs a sister or brother. Well, but he want to be a deadbeat to Luna, so therefore he never paid no child support for Luna, no nothing. He won't cut his daughter a check, making sure she has a roof over her place. He just wants to listen to that witch wife of his. All because, ooh, Luna tried to kill Steffi. Like, so what? Okay? That ain't got nothing to do with Finn at this point. You need to be a father to your daughter. Don't let her turn into a sociopath like Sheila for the rest of her life. You need to be a father and whoop her with a belt. Okay? You're supposed to be a father. I don't care what she did to your stupid wife. Be a father to her, and then maybe she'll act right. Get your belt out, get an extension cord, and light her up. I'm just saying, spare the rod, spoil the child. So I will get that rod and get Luna in line. She won't even think about murdering nobody again. Because I would have knocked all the murder right out of her body. A little nut job. All I know is Jaylene would never even think about that. I know that for a fact. And you want to know why? It's because I said so. I shouldn't even have to use my belt or my extension cord. But because Jaylene will know better, because I will teach her better from a young age. But Finn didn't get that chance because Poppy was a crackhead. But now you have that chance. I was talking about Luna, but for Finn and Steffi to have another daughter or son to Hayes. No, not until he's a father to his own daughter. He needs to be a father to his daughter first, and then he can have my permission to continue to reproduce. But right now, he don't have my permission. He needs to grow some testicles before he has another kid. That's my stance on it. You can't be a worse parent than I know Jaylene or Anthony won't be nothing like no Christina. That's for damn sure. That is for damn sure. As long as there's breath in my body, my children will not end up like Christina. No way. Jose. I'm not meaning Luna, but for yeah, I know what you meant. I know what you meant. You want another sibling for Hayes, and you want more importantly, you want Steffi to have a child that doesn't require a DNA test. That would be the only positive on that one. Thank you, Kyrie, and everyone in the live stream making the stream very good. Yes, indeed. That's what we do. We bring the joy in these streams. I just like how. And how are you tonight, Amber? I like how we continued this community and just I'm able to put smiles on a lot of people's faces, and I'm proud of it. Now, do I like to troll? Yes. What would have you done in the Kiefer situation if that was your daughter? The Kiefer situation wouldn't have happened if that was my daughter, because first of all, my daughter will know better than to choose some damn wannabe bum with some daddy issues. I've been like, girl, that is not your problem. You were not going to be with no man that even thinks about raising a hand to you. And if he do, I'm gonna make sure that my daughter knows she better kick him in both of his testicles will be removed from his body, but from my daughter alone. And on top of it, that's before I get over there. That's before I get to him. He better be lucky that there's breath in his body left if he even thinks about putting his hand on my daughter. Because my daughter will not play that bullshit. She will cut a fool in a minute and I will bury that body. But if it's too late, if I was in a coma or incarcerated or just out or I had amnesia somewhere, if we put in that scenario up in there and then just somehow, somewhere, some abusive man was going after my daughter, I will make sure that she gets herself out of that situation and I get her the therapy that she desperately needs. And then as for him, well, let me not incriminate myself on YouTube. So I'm just saying it'd be better if I don't because what you put on YouTube is on live forever. So therefore, um, 20 years from now, they could be playing this video on a trial. So do I really want to test that? There's no statute of limitations. So I don't know if I really should say what I would really do, but I can imply what I might do. And it might require a trial of the state of Massachusetts versus Kyrie's Clark in the so many different charges. So I'm gonna need Diane Miller in that red wig ASAP. I'm gonna need my lucky wig at court in that type of situation. But more importantly, I will make sure that my daughter gets the therapy that she needs. Because there's a caveat to that too, wink, wink, because I would hold my daughter accountable if she lied on Ethan. Okay? Because I don't play that. You have a very incriminating digital footprint. I'm dead. Because that's one thing too. I wouldn't be afraid to call my daughter out if she's wrong, because I'm not gonna coddle her if she lied on Ethan. Like, say she there's this other young man who had to get smacked around, threatened with guns and all that other stuff because she was scared to tell people that it was Kiefer. But I don't care. That's not an excuse for me for you to lie. I didn't raise a liar. Like they say, if you lie, if you cheat, you lie. You lie, you steal. Like whatever. Like look, I ain't on whatever, but you could cheat all right because how I'm a cheater. I probably cheated on her mama, but still, it's just look. I'm glad you addressed that Ethan part. That was the beginning of my hate for Christina. Exactly. I would hold my daughter's feet to the fire for lying on him. I don't care about okay, I can get you help for your trauma on that part, but I'm not letting her off the hook for that. So therefore, she thinks she could be like Christina. You got another thing coming because I will wear that ass out for lying. Good, yes. They'd be like, yeah. Now, can you imagine now if I'm on trial right now and the prosecution played this for the driver? Ah, shit, they give me the electric chair. I'm dead. Do you think Tessa and Daniel has chemistry? Yes, I do. Jacqueline, I do believe that they have a lot of chemistry, and I believe that Mariah has been squashing Tessa in the bedroom, not in a good way. Okay, because I don't believe that Tessa's getting any joy out of that. Preach, Kyries, you tell it like it is. Exactly. I would definitely rip my daughter to shreds for lying on Ethan. At the same time, it seems Audra takes this opportunity now, like that Nate is out of town. Audra, she needs to get herself together. She's dumb. Okay, like she talked about what her lawyer looked over. A lot of fans love Mariah and Tessa together. By a lot of fans, Do you mean the Cheesecake Factory or the ice cream shop? Which one likes Mariah and Tessa together? Which one of those fans like Mariah and Tessa? Cat Green acts like a teenage girl who's falling in love with an older man. Facts. Like, I thought they had chemistry in the beginning, but not as Cat. They ain't got no chemistry no more. It ain't working. I mean, it doesn't really help that Chad is leaving the show anyways, but even if he wasn't, like, because we still have like a whole year left of Chad, so that's not what that's about, but it's just, it doesn't really matter. It just does not matter. They don't have no chemistry. He might as well just start sleeping with that tramp Gabby at this point, who I don't like her. I will never like her, and she want to spend $15,000 to be with Alex. But Alex, let me tell you something, buddy. You are much better off with Stephanie because Gabby takes no accountability for none of her actions. None of them. And it's annoying at times. At least Ava takes accountability every now and again. Not often, but more than Gabby does. Gabby don't take nothing. But in my concluding thoughts, don't you? So Liam fans rejoice because Finn will not be adopting Kelly. Liam is not dying, and Finn, you need to grow some balls and be a father to your own daughter before you start promising to be a second dad to Kelly. How about you be an actual dad to your own daughter? You deadbeat. I don't respect a deadbeat. I don't like deadbeats. And Finn, right now, you're a deadbeat. I don't care about your stupid wife. I'm going to make that very clear. I don't care about your wife. She's a tramp, okay? You should have told her that a long time ago, that she's a tramp. That she's lucky that you even married her, anyways, given her bacteria has been all over the Spencer men. Let her know every time you kiss her, it's like you don't know if you're still feeling Liam spit in your mouth. Nasty, okay? She's been with all the Spencer men. Bill, Wyatt, and Liam, and now Will is 18 years old and is constantly horny. So we better be on the lookout because I wouldn't put it past Steffi to start sleeping with Will at any moment now to complete the set. So be on the lookout. Here's why I said it when I said that I came. Why, but Jada Hunter is different, okay? Steffi deserves this because she goes around calling Hope and Brooks sluts without looking in the front mirror at her damn self. So therefore, that's the difference. Unlike Jada Hunter, who has never done anything wrong in her life outside of not telling Rafe the truth. So there's the difference in the sex shaming. Steffi has earned this sex shaming while Jada Hunter did nothing wrong by sleeping with Sean when she thought she was single. Have a good night, LaShawn. I'm about to wrap this stream up in any moment. So therefore, Steffi, you and Brooke are close in the same category. The only difference is Kelly's not 18 years old yet. That's the only difference between you and Brooke. Yeah, cut from the exact same cloth. You should have been Brooke's daughter right along with Hope. Because y'all are cut from the exact same cloth. The exact same. Lord. But yeah, Finn, grow some balls. But have a great night, LaShawn. Have a great night, Wink Wink. Have a great night, Tommy Smith. Have a great night, Jacqueline. Have a great night, Sierra. Have a great night, Black Pink Me. Have a great night, Amber. Have a great night, Gemini. Have a great night, Handsome George Blackmon. Have a great night, everybody else. This was lots and lots and lots of fun, like always. I should be back at tomorrow at the 9:30 or 10 o'clock, depending on my timing. But either way, I should be back tomorrow. But if not, I would definitely be back on Friday or Saturday. So be on the lookout. Hit that bell button so you get all the alerts on all of my content if you hit the bell button. And yeah, please leave Steffi alone. Not until she changes her personality. Don't forget Beth being like Hope. We don't know that yet. I'm not going to judge Beth or Kelly because they're just babies. They don't know what's going on. They're just little girls. So I'm not doing that. But Hope and Steffi and Brooke, they will forever get the smoke from me. All three of them. All of them. But Steffi's more of a slut than Hope. I said it. And I meant it. But have a great night,